Bob Arum at the Montiel Donaire press conference. Bob, thanks so much for your time. Tell me about this fight. Tell me about how these two guys are going to match up for Dynamite.
Well, this is a tremendous fight. Dynamite's the right word. They're going to go at each other. They're great boxers with great punches, and they're courageous guys. It should be one of the... It's a great way to start the year off, I'll tell you that.
There seems to be a little bit of talk about how these guys would match up against the guys in the Bantamweight tournament. Are you looking at something like that? Do you think that these guys are above that? Do you think they're a fair match?
No, I think these are the two best bantamweights in the world. I wouldn't hesitate to match the winner with the bantamweight champion from the tournament. But these guys are talking now about going up to 122.
Okay, so there is a possibility that something like that could happen down the road after this is done.
Well, I don't know at what weight though. I think they don't want to fight at 118 anymore, either of them.
Okay, fair enough. Let me just ask you a couple questions outside of this tournament. Number one, I know the press conference got postponed or delayed or canceled in New York for Mayorga and Cotto. That press conference is going to be in Puerto Rico. That is a great fight on March 12th.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Cotto and Mayorga is going to be a hell of a fight, particularly with Don King and myself co-promoting it. Should be stir everybody up. The press conference was scheduled to be in New York this Thursday and then Puerto Rico on Saturday, but because of the weather in New York, we postponed the press conference to next week, next Wednesday, but instead of doing the Puerto Rican press conference as scheduled on Saturday.
Okay, you got guys with two completely different personalities here, and I think the matchup with the personalities and the way the press tour is going to go, I think this is going to grab a lot of attention with the boxing public.
Right, and it's a tremendous card as well. We have Yuri Foreman returning to fight Powell Wallach in the junior middleweight bout. We have Vasquez fighting the Australian with the unpronounceable name. It should be a great lightweight battle, and the return of Christy Martin.
Great. This year, last year was a dud. I mean, with the exception of the last 2 months, last year we had problems. This year already is promising to be a good year, and with top-ranked promoted shows like this, man, I'm really looking forward.
That's good. We're looking forward to the year. Should be a great year. We're starting off very, very busy. We have Brandon Rios will be fighting Acosta for another version of lightweight title on Showtime on February 26th. Then on March 12th, Miguel Cotto and Mayorga. That should be splendid. Juanma returns to action in Puerto Rico on the 16th. Gamboa returns to action on the 26th of March. And then that all leads up to May 7th with Pacquiao Mosley.
Sounds sweet. Last question, Bob. I wanted to ask you about Kelly. Have you talked to Kelly? How's he doing? Is there any thoughts on where he's going to be?
We've been asked to stay away from Kelly, not talk about boxing.
Okay.
Let's have the rehab go well, stick. I mean, the rehab, they say that he's cured, but you can say it and not be the case.
Right.
So I let him get his life in order before we talk about boxing.
I think that's the best thing to do. Thanks so much for your time, Bob.